on this episode of Bot versus Con.
I want them all. Whatever you do, I want them all. Like, don't ask. I just want them all. Yes, and thank you.
So that means go make the cavemen from Beast Wars.
Oh, damn. I damn sure don't have nowhere to take this. I mean, this just looks kind of cool. The colors and everything come together really well. I guess you can make that happen when you're sharing the same factory. The alt mode, I'm with you on that. It looks like Laserbeak trying to transform, you know.
Good. Yeah, there you go. And look at it next to that Fanstoys Superion. Isn't that crazy? That's the Legend Superion. I'm just joking with you.
That doesn't look like Fanstoys.
I think this looks really good. I think they did a good job. This looks like the best one in bot mode yet.
I'm mad that the Masterpiece versions don't come with the little blocky type figures. They look so cute. Flames, the stupidest thing gets me.
And I will say, from this picture, not up close or whatever, this looks official.
This is Bot versus Con. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
Welcome back, Transformers fans. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And this is Bot vs. Con, where your voice is heard. And we have a ton of stuff to go over. It's been a while since we said that. So stay tuned. But before we get into that, a big shout out to the Chosen Prime, where you can go ahead and pre-order, or even have the stuff shipping to you like Bobby probably does. Go to the Chosen Prime, check them out. Check them out at TFCon Toronto. I think that's the next one. Or Orlando, if you're going to those as well. Members, I can't believe it, but it's already our 2-year anniversary of doing the members hangouts. That's crazy to me. I remember doing the first one. So we hope you guys could join us this Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And we'll talk some bots and have a good time like always. So we look forward to seeing everybody Prime and above there. You still have time to join if you'd like. And for all of our subscribers, you're the reason why we do this. And I appreciate each and every one of the 3,600 of you, somewhere around there. So thank you so much for joining us. And if you haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And no matter what amount of support you have, go ahead and hit the bell so you remember when we or you're notified when we post. And with that, I think we have some slight con news to get into. Are you ready, Bobby?
I'm ready. And just one correction, it's Seeker and above for
Seeker and above. Thank you
for the members. So definitely looking forward to seeing you guys, some of you guys again from last weekend. So let's get it.
Yes. Getting into it, I wanted to remind everybody that Bobby will be at Toylanta. He will not be at the Lobby Swap event, but go ahead and go and make him jealous of all the grails you got when you win.
Yes, I will be there probably on Saturday. We'll definitely let everyone know closer to. I did talk to Titan, so I'm looking forward to seeing you there as well. And I'll have Prince if anybody wants Prince as well. So let me know, and looking forward to it.
Yes, it will be a fun time. I'm sure I would love to go one of these days. Is it still cold up there?
No, this weather's freaking stupid. It's like 78 degrees or 75 degrees or something like that today.
I was going to say it's probably sweltering because that's what it is here, but just the other day when we recorded, you said it was like snowing in the morning.
It snowed like the day before. What the heck?
Who knows? If you're going to Toylanta, why don't you do like Scooby Prime does and rep BVC? Very cool. Big shout out to Scooby for going to MegaCon and BVC stuff. I hope you had a wonderful time. And our hauls will be next weekend. Hopefully you got some cool stuff.
Yes. Definitely looking forward to the hauls. I got to get my stuff in order. Maybe I'll start this weekend.
You go do that, and we'll be right back with Just Announced.
All right. Nice shirt, Scooby.
Let's get into Just Announced, and Skybound showed off some comic solicitations for additional covers for Void Rivals and then the Transformer the movie. Which I don't know if this is a new comic or an old comic, but the covers look pretty cool.
Damn, I love them. So for the Void Rivals looks so dope.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. That's bought. The first cover is such a throwback in time. You know, I wasn't reading comics or anything like that, but just the artwork on that just takes you back. And of course, the one on the right, it's like it's so cool that you see all these characters and half of them die.
They definitely picked the popular character. Not saying the characters from the movie aren't popular, but these are the ones that I think are more well known. Bumblebee, Prowl, RC is one of probably the most popular out of the three. But very cool. I like all of them. I'd love to know why Magnus is red, if that was what he looked like in the comics or not. Well, at least his legs are red. I'm
trying to figure out why Jetfire is in that picture on the right too. Flying
because he looks cool.
Yeah, maybe he was supposed to be part of the movie, the uncut movie. So yeah. Well,
let us know. And we got some blockies news. We have the DOTM, Sentinel Prime, and Bumblebee Blitzwing. I wish they just gave him a different name because I do like the design. The design is pretty interesting with the cockpit, like the head coming out of the cockpit. Like I believe it was Breakaway from Revenge of the Fallen, if I'm not mistaken. I think that actually looks really cool. I like the color scheme. I think they were going to make that Starscream. And since, spoilers for a movie that's like a decade old at this point, since he dies, they probably didn't want to make it Starscream.
I think both of these look good. When I first saw the pictures, I didn't see blockies at all.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think Blitzwing looks good. I think Sentinel Prime needs a little bit of wear or more silver or something. He's very red. And I don't remember exactly what he looks like from the movie, but I think there was more silver and black on his legs to kind of break it up.
He's definitely getting his Ironhide cosplay on.
There you go. I was going to say Magic Square with their yellow plastic except red.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they look good.
They do. I'm not a movie collector, but they look good.
They also showed off version 7 already of their Defender line and version 10 of their Galaxy versions. So the Defenders are going to have some Beast Wars 2 figures, which it's really cool to see them get love. I haven't seen a Beast Wars 2 Galvatron since Beast Wars 2 Galvatron from the 90s. So that's actually very, very cool. As far as the Rodimus Prime with Galaxy, yeah, it's fine. I mean, I can't see much, but it looks good.
He's lighting your darkest hour.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a Galvatron in Beast Wars. So
Beast Wars 2. Yeah.
That too. So I guess
look up his drill tank mode when you have a second.
Okay.
That'll be for the After Dark episode.
I have a feeling you're setting me up for failure here.
It'll be for the After Dark episode. Okay. Either which way, I think these are really cool. I'm excited to see more. And
yeah, I think
spring of 2026, whenever that comes about.
Today's the first day of spring, so
there you go. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Next, we've got some stuff by Alpha 3C. First, we have a stand.
I just got to shake my head. So he printed this out, not with his 3D printer. I can't think of what. It's like a laser printer or something like that. But this looks so good. I swear, I just want to grab him and shake the hell out of him for making stuff that looks so cool. I want this.
I agree. I think it looks really cool. This is a compliment. It looks like a postcard in like a glass case type of thing, which I've seen like the two. And that's not a dig. I think that actually is really cool that it looks that good. So
yeah,
very cool. Yeah.
I just want to grab him.
You're gonna really want to grab him because he's also doing this is Daniel, correct?
Correct.
On the hoverboard, and this just looks fantastic.
This scene in the movie, I couldn't wait for 2006 so I can get a hoverboard that flew. I won't. And then I remember when hoverboards came out, I was like, this ain't no damn hoverboard.
I don't know why they called them that. But yeah, I think this is a very iconic scene. I know RC's headmaster is Daniel, correct? if I'm not mistaken. How cool would it be if they had a Target Master or a Mini Con or something that turns into a hoverboard?
I am waiting for them to make RC a headmaster, a nice headmaster, and do that with Dan. I mean, this was such, like you said, this was such an iconic part of the movie. That's when I fell in love with Hot Rod. I thought he was so dope as the car. And, I was, this is what cars are going to look like in 2006. I'll be able to drive. I'm going to have me a Hot Rod and a hoverboard. And I don't have either right now. So, yeah, this looks good.
He also showed off Circuit Breaker. And you could see Daniel next to him. So it looks like he did downsize Daniel to be more of an appropriate kid's size, I guess. Kid proportions to an adult. But I think this Circuit Breaker is probably one of his best ones yet because of the pose. It has the flow in the hair. She looks like she's floating. And I don't have any connection to any of these characters, honestly. But it's just the presence it has versus some of the other ones, which looked good. Don't get me wrong. But they were kind of static, and maybe that's what they were in the show. But this one really takes the cake for me, just in the presence it has. And so does Daniel. This Daniel looks a lot better than some of the other ones as well. I saw this Circuit Breaker, and I've seen it before. We've talked about it, and it looks like it came off the comic pages. Yeah.
The details and everything on her. I shake them.
Yeah.
God, shake. I'm gonna shake some of that talent into myself. These look really good. Really good. I agree.
He's doing a great job.
Yeah. I just told him I want them all. Whatever you do, I want them all. Like, don't ask. I just want them all. Yes, and thank you.
So that means go make the cavemen from Beast Wars.
Oh, damn.
I'm just joking. Let's keep it going. We got some other figures. This one's by Eric Molina, which I do think these look really good as well. I really like that Spike in the center. Is that who it is? The adult?
Daniel in the center. Spike.
Okay, sorry. I meant the adult. The adult. Yeah.
Spike.
I like that pose. Just like the Circuit Breaker, it looks more alive than just the static pose. Mm-hmm. But all these look good as well. It's a different color. I'm assuming in a different episode there was some mint green going on.
I was like, I don't remember the mint green, but it's also just a different take on it. So, I mean,
it's their Thursday clothes versus their Sunday clothes.
Exactly, because, I'm hoping they wash their underwear. Like running all these episodes. I mean, whew, you gotta get them pits.
Yeah. Next up, we have some more by Todd Ferguson. And did they get married or something?
So Carly and Spike are married, and there was an episode where they were meeting some royalty, I believe, and Daniel fell into this hole and went back in time or something like that. So they were telling him not to get his tux dirty. So
that's definitely an 80s cartoon, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, so these actually did come completely white, and he painted them unlike Alpha 3C. And I gotta say, he said, "Oh, I suck at figurine painting." I think you did a good job. I probably couldn't do that. So, kudos to you.
No, not with my hand. My hand's too unsteady.
Yeah, exactly. Finally, we have more from Doc Racer. These are just super popular right now to 3D print. And these look really good as well. I love the action pose of, I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
But it looks cool. It might not even be a Transformers character. I'm assuming, but who knows? It really looks like an astronaut with the
two
poses. Thing. Right? Yeah, I'm seeing Alien. I don't know. I don't know what this is. But it looks cool nonetheless. And so does this
Marissa, I think her name Marissa something. She's Flint's daughter from G.I. Joe.
I remember hearing about that. But either which way, I think these do look very good.
Yeah, I think so too, and I need to get on it, I guess. I'm tripping over here.
Next, we have some more 3D printing stuff. We have a giant Unicron via Alvin, who we were lucky enough to see, and these looked very cool in person.
Yes, and stay tuned for the hauls, because I actually have some fun pictures of us. Never mind.
Alvin posted these. Thank you, Alvin. Yes, it was really cool to be able to hold that and see how big it was in hand, and it was surprisingly light.
Yeah.
Like, I get it's hollow, because if that thing was solid, one, it'd take forever to print. Two, you could, unalive. I think that's what they say on YouTube nowadays. Somebody with it. But I do think these look great, and I think you need to make one for your collection.
I damn sure don't have nowhere to take this. I mean, this
hanging in the ceiling.
This guy right here is already taking up real estate. Matter of
Go
fact,
right next to it, hang from fishing wire.
he actually needs to pay his rent. He's behind. No, and we talked to Alvin. We're gonna get him on the show. Gonna set up something. So stay tuned for details on that. And he's working on some stuff that is absurd right now.
Crazy. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited to go ahead and go more into his head.
Exactly. Fun times.
Next up, we have Collector's Crafts, the ejection kit for Soundwave. It's $15, and not much to say here. It's pretty cheap. It looks nice. It's for the fans' toys, or fantastic model, whatever. Robot Paradise. I don't remember what company it is, but it's for that Soundwave, and it looks pretty good.
It does look good, and it looks very solid. And so I think this is another friend of the channel. I love his work, for one, and he does some really good things here. I like that the piece in his chest is kind of hidden. It looks like it's just part of the chest. It just looks like a thick piece. So yeah, he did a very good job with it, and it looks like it can go to different characters.
Agreed. Next up, we have custom 3D printed Scorponok, and this comes from via Toys R Us, which you can go ahead and find on YouTube. And this one's a lot smaller than I was expecting, because this is by Printformers, and he did like the 2.5 foot tall ones. So I guess he's doing Legends scaled ones now? Maybe Chug scaled? Marvel Chug? Either which way, I think it looks great. And I quite like it. And I like that the tail actually looks like a scorpion's tail and isn't like a little dinky thing.
Yeah, he didn't have to take the pill. Yeah, I think, and the color looks good. Like, phenomenal. Yeah, the colors look very, very good on this, and the little pop of orange in the hand, or the hands and stuff, looks really good. I think this is a great print here.
Me too. Next, Funby Studios showed off Force Field Energy Shield for Trailbreaker, and I guess this is from the Skybound comics. So, very cool looking.
Man. No, I don't want to spoil it. Damn, Trailbreaker. Yeah, I think this is cool. I mean, I think everything that Skybound has been a part of lately has been really cool. So and I'm not being biased here, but yeah, I like this. I don't remember this part in the comics, but I read it and it, in one eye, out the other eye, and it's gone. But yeah, this is really cool.
I agree. I would have just used a filament that's a little more see-through, so you could see the figure more. But maybe you can't. I don't know what the 3D printing and stuff, but I think it looks neat.
Yeah, it's cool.
Next, we have some custom puffy coat primes via Shentu Toy Box.
Okay.
So you're saying you like Transformers wearing clothes? I thought you were super against that.
I am super against it. This just looks kind of cool. And it's more so the poses. So shout out to Bot Nation, who again donated a lot of things to us to raffle off at TFCon. So appreciate that. Yes. But he was telling me about a friend of his. I don't want to mention it now because there might be something behind the scenes that can possibly be worked out. So stay tuned for that. But this is the first thing I thought about when I saw this. These are kind of cool, and yeah, I kind of like them. I can't lie.
Yeah, they are interesting. I just wish Prime's feet were blue. That's kind of throwing me off. The silver feet on the
bigger one.
Yeah, the not chibi one. But I think they look really cool, and I can see you 3D printing these for the heck of it.
Yeah. They do look kind of cool.
Right.
I would not want to see a movie or animated or something like that with Prime, like, in a bubble coat. A little fun knockoff type thing. I understand. A novelty gift. Yes.
But if Prime walked up in a puffer jacket in Cyberverse, you'd be like, hold on a minute.
But wait a minute. Yeah, the next movie that comes out and Prime's rocking a puff jacket, I'm like, come on, man.
It did happen in the 90s, didn't it? There you go.
I remember him playing basketball. That's about as close as I remember.
And even that's not that bad.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Cool.
Moving on, QQT showed off a kit for Legacy Menasor. I thought they already came out with this, but it was posted as new. So if it's old, I apologize. Pick it up if you want it.
I don't remember QQT coming out with one. But
they just have that whole page with like they had 3 or 4 pages of stuff. So I don't really know what's new and what's old out there.
I think this looks better for what it is.
Yeah.
I still don't like the arms. The arms always threw me off about this, but I think the legs look really good.
Yeah. I'm actually okay with the arms. I don't like that the cards are just hanging off the legs. Like crazy. At least with the original ones, they fit in, and I don't think these just look like they clip on the back. You know what I mean? And now I don't have this figure. I don't know. I'm just going off of what I see. But I do still think it looks good. And if this is your cup of Energon, go ahead and pick it up.
Yeah. I like this one better with the legs because on the legs on the original, the hood bent.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. You're correct. Yeah.
So
again,
looks.
You would have better idea of what that looks like than me, but
yeah,
this does not look. This looks like an improvement either which way.
Yeah.
They also show that they're doing an upgrade set for the Nucleon Quest Convoy. I don't know what. I guess it has something to do with the chest and the inner robot. Pick it up if you want it. I do think it looks good. Those feet are crazy, but they're accurate. But they're crazy.
Yeah, it's like he has some heels on with some long, like bell-bottom pants or something like that. To cover.
Something. I don't know. I just think they look better from an angle, not straight on. But yeah, we were able to see this at TFCon. It looked nice.
It did look good. Come on, KO.
There you go. Go. But yeah, it looked good.
And if no KO, then I will get this.
If there's no KO, I'm good. Next up, we have this set, which was kind of interesting because it is based off of the TFCon exclusive set that we looked at on the third-party panel. Go watch that if you haven't. And this is the Nemesis version instead of the normal one. So you get all the same stuff, and there's the differences, and goodness gracious, does this look good. My only complaint, the sword blade should have been red. Like the traditional Nemesis Prime. Yeah.
It looks like he's holding Minosaur's sword.
Because it is. Remember when they did the anime? It's the same mold, but if they at least painted the sword blade red, I would be like, oh, okay, it's a repaint, but at least it's better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. The colors and everything come together really well. I guess you can make that happen when you're sharing the same factory.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I do really like what this did with the alt mode because it makes him look completely different than Optimus. It's supposed to be God Bomber. Got it. But with everything in all black, it looks cool and different. And the combined mode looks really nice. With it all being black, it's so cohesive. So I'm interested because this makes him look like, I have him with Razor Claw and he's like a Unicronian person. This would fit right into Unicron twisting a Nemesis Prime or a Prime into this monstrosity. So I think it's going to be too expensive for me just with my tastes. But I think this looks very, very nice.
The alt mode looks so menacing. I like it. I'm really digging this, and I'm not saying I'm getting it. I'm curious.
And I love these eyeglasses. This goggles or whatever. I don't know why. I said it with the last one. I think they look kind of cool. It makes them look different. Like I've already been saying, I sound like I'm beating a dead horse. That blaster, double-barreled shotgun looks so cool. And I don't know if the Menasor has that. 100% honesty.
I don't remember it.
But it looks great. So this is one of the first DNA kit. Well, no, let me take that back. I'm getting the Razor Claw one. This is the second DNA kit that I'm very interested in. Just because this is so unique and so interesting, and I can see a lot that I can do with it.
I'm thinking about how much money I saved on that 4-pack. That putting it towards this.
I like where you think. That might be my logic as well.
Yeah, I saved a lot on that 4-pack, so repurposing, like, this is, I wish we got figures like this, completed figures like this. Kit came in the box. This was the figure.
I agree. I think this would be pushing Commander, though.
Well,
but it's going to be the same price.
Yeah.
So if Hasbro were to do this, I think some people wouldn't be happy because the base figure would be more expensive and all they want is the base figure. But then people like me and you would be like, that's kind of interesting and cool and pick it up.
Yeah. I'm
sorry. Double-edged sword.
You know what? I'm not asking for anything else. I'm sorry. I'm not asking for nothing right now. Not asking.
And this actually looks kind of cool. I don't know what about it. It looks different. It looks unique. I wouldn't do this, but it's a cool option if you want something different in your collection.
Yeah, it reminds me of like maybe it was one of the Iron Man movies where he was kind of getting his armor taken off of him, and so he had part of his armor on, and then some of it was taken off, or when the armor would come on
him and stuff.
So I think it is something that looks really different. I can say this: I typically don't like all these damn repaints and re-releases of the figures, but when you're able to do this type of stuff, it's kind of cool.
Yes, and I might ruin this for you. This particular combination. This reminds me of Revenge of the Fallen when the Jetfire goes on Prime, like it's the animated version, because it was like black jetpacks and stuff like that, which, if you're a fan of animated and you're a fan of Revenge of the Fallen, I think this is very cool, to get if you want to homage that.
Well, being that I don't remember that part of the movie, it's not ruining it for me.
Let's keep it going. And SAMG Entertainment showed off the Mini Force Super Dinosaur Machine Tokuo Tri, excuse me. I don't know what they're doing with this line, but I can't even tell what this thing turns into.
I don't know. I kind of like it, and I don't know why. Because I'm like a wheel and some treads. Like, you can't make up your mind.
But then it's a dinosaur head at the same time.
Dinosaur head, and I don't like eyes. But then it has some horns. It's like really some Mad Max, or what was that? Death Race type. I think it was called the movie.
Oh, that's a great movie. I haven't thought about it in a long time. Like 2006, 7, somewhere around there. I really like that movie. I'm gonna have to go rewatch it.
So that it kind of reminds me of something like that, where I can, the bot looks cool. The bot doesn't. Is that a? jaw on his hand, on his left arm, or is it just something hanging off his back?
I think it's hanging off his back.
Okay. So yeah, the bot looks kind of cool. I want to see it in color, of course, but I'm curious. I don't know why.
What would be really cool, and now I don't know how small this is or how big this is. It would be really cool if there was like a body that he attached to like make the head like his headmaster. But again, this figure looks pretty detailed, so I'm assuming it's big. So I would not wish that on you. But that would be pretty interesting.
Well, or if this is like the first limb of something.
And it would be cool if the combiner is a dinosaur instead of a typical robot. That would be kind of interesting.
If it was, Gigastorm or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I think that would be pretty cool.
I'd be in.
Moving on, we have a KO. It's really weird. It's Mirage with a Bumblebee shell.
I like the alt mode.
I actually like the colors with the silver and the blue, and then the orange. I think it's orange, at least in the robot it looks like. Windows, it really contrasts, and I think the colors are fantastic on this. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I don't know if it's homaging another character, but color-wise, and if it's cheap, because it's a KO, I wouldn't pick it up, but movie collectors, it could be another Autobot in your collection.
Somebody done spilled paint and was like, oh, damn. Actually, damn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting.
It could go with that one you got, the white and red dropkick.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was like 24 bucks, something like that.
That's what I would assume where this would be at.
Yeah. This is it looks pretty good. It would probably live in alt mode because I just like that alt mode. But yeah, it's different. I like.
Next up, we have a 5-in-1 Steel Armor Soul. I guess it's a Rescue Bot style combiner from in this picture of the Shentu toy box. It looks like a fun kids toy.
It does. It looks like the Micromasters, bigger than the Micromasters, but like the Minicons and the Minicon team when I was a kid, that they didn't really look like real world vehicles, but they you can tell what they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
And they so they look fun. Like you said, They look like fun kids toys.
Completely agree. And they combine, and I just wish it didn't have a movie Prime head. That's the one thing I don't like about it, and it's like in a dull gray. But sans the head, I think it's an okay looking combiner. It's not amazing. He doesn't have hands and all this stuff, but for a kid's toy, I think it's fine.
All right, so as somebody who picked up the Pew Pew combiner, which the combiner sucked.
This one looks better than that.
This one looks better than that. Not a hard bar to jump over. I'm with you on the head. The part that makes me laugh is that the two legs. It reminds me of like cheerleaders. Like the two legs are looking at each other. You got him? No. Hold him up a little bit more. Okay, I think we got it.
You could even see the little guy in between there. I see it now.
Yeah, the head just looking at each other. So that part's kind of funny, but yeah, I probably won't pick this one up, but it does look like a fun fiddle toy.
Yeah. Lastly, Greg Williams showed off that he's finishing the Predator cards with Falcon, aka Triggerman. Very cool. I don't have much to say besides good job. I think you're doing a great job with these, and I know Bobby will be happy to get them all. Yeah,
Greg, you already know what it is. Go ahead and send that out. Let me know what I owe you.
And with that, we'll be right back with the updates.
Yeah.
Let's get into the updates, and we're going to start off with a figure that I was trying to get from Hasbro, and then I saw it in hand, and I think the bot mode actually looks good. I think it looks very generic, but I think it looks good.
You were trying to get this from Hasbro?
I'm not trying to. I was thinking about getting it from Hasbro to be nice to them. I was trying to be nice, saying, "Oh, let me get one of your figures."
Oh.
and then the next slide will change it. But I think this looks very generic. I just wanted a Nexus Prime. This doesn't do it for me. It combines, but who knows if we're going to get the rest of it. They said we did, but is it going to be 2028 when the whole thing's finished? And I'm not waiting that long. But the bot mode does look pretty decent.
I must agree. It does look generic. It looks very boring. It's begging for some stickers to accent it. But it does. If you told me this was a KO or something like that, I'd be like, okay, this is a good looking KO. Mm-hmm. But I think it still looks pretty good. It looks like a solid figure. Like, I'm not seeing a lot of waffling or anything like that. I don't need any syrup or anything to go with this one. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah.
This is where it kind of loses. I know it combines, which we'll talk about in a second, but it's literally a cassette with tiny little wings and then a nose cone. Like, if he was supposed to be the Cassetticon Prime, cool. As long as that folded in and it could, turn into a cassette. But, yeah. And then when it combines with Silverbolt, personally, I think that looks really bad. It looks like Flappy Bird. If you remember that game for your phone and you push it and they go bloop, bloop, bloop. No?
Not at all.
There's a whole...
What's the sound effect again?
Bloop, 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 and it would go across the screen. It was actually pretty fun. And there's a lot. Anyways. Yeah. And it's like, are they going to do 6 limbs? Or are you going to have to get Silverbolt to be the frame? You know what I mean? All of that uncertainty is why I'm not picking this up. If they said, look, here's Nexus Prime, here's Heatwave, which is what the torso is supposed to be of Nexus Prime, and he turns into what he's supposed to, and here's the limbs and the remolds of the other ones, cool, I would actually be thinking about it. But the uncertainty, I'm not jumping in without knowing what it's supposed to be.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. I'm going to act like I don't know how to swim, and I'm not jumping in. Yeah, I think this combined mode with Silverbolt,
it turns into a DJ booth instead of a cassette tape.
I don't know. It's not doing it for me. The alt mode, I'm with you on that. It looks like Laserbeak trying to transform.
Good. Yeah, there you go.
So I like the colors. I like the wait a minute, pause. I like the cockpit being a different color, and sorry, like that black and then the gold.
Yeah,
and
it looks like a good metallic gold as well.
And it breaks up all that red and blue. Mm-hmm. So I really like that aspect of it. So yeah, it just looks like it's not finished transforming.
Yeah. And here's the combined mode with random limbs. Again, if they were to say we're doing a full combiner, we're doing it right, he's gonna have his own frame, I would be like, okay, let me just pick up this one just in case it looks nice. But they pretty much said you have to only use it for Silverbolt, and they didn't say if he's getting a full combiner. Maybe I'm wrong. Please correct me in the comments, but that was my understanding. And honestly, with these combiners, they should show off all of the figures. Like, here's concept art of 1 through 6. Pick it up if you want it. You know what I mean? But they don't do that because then you get a swindle at the end.
You feel like I've been swindled.
Exactly. But that's why they put him in the end. But this combined mode is fine for what it's trying to be. I've seen worse. I've seen better. And
this is what I was talking about with the Minosaur legs. So you can see how the cars...
Yes, I remembered after you said that, yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm still good. I will stick with. I have the Minosaur completed, and yeah, pick this up if you want it, James. Definitely go get it.
And I thought this was funny. They just kind of mistransformed him. I thought that was kind of funny looking. And then there's all the primes, and I thought this was important to show because it is very, very cool to see all 13 of them. I believe that's all 13 of them together in one pick, and it is so cool to have a collection finished in like a year and a half. Very cool. I have to give Hasbro kudos for that.
I see 11. Isn't there 13?
11? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're missing the Prime for one.
Oh, they are. Well, still, that came out.
Yeah.
And
So
who else are they missing then?
are they finished?
Oh, the avocado.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. But still,
Prime's
even
pick.
with that, I still think it's cool that they are finishing the set, completely.
Yeah, I have actually. I mean, I have 5 of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, almost halfway there.
Yeah, that's where I'm staying. I have 6 of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
rounding up, you're halfway there.
No, I'm staying right where I'm at. That's stay in my lane. 6 is good.
Let's keep it going. Yolo Park showed off Beast Wars, some new images, and it does look fantastic. I do like the color of the sword much better. It's not that bright metallic pink. It's more of a muted pink, which I never saw it as pink. I saw that as they were fighting at sunset. So that reflecting off of the metal made it look pink, but maybe I'm wrong. I like the laser eye effect.
That's got
It's
me.
cool. I don't remember if it was green. Some reason I remember red, but I haven't watched the show in a long time. But yeah, this looks great.
The eyes got me. That. I thought no. The eyes got me. I was just like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
This is one of those things. Again, 3-0 Yolo Park. They do some great figures, and because of my completionist mindset, I can't do it because it would be a
Just
problem.
collect the Beast Wars ones. Because this Primal looks very, very nice as well.
It does. Not gonna collect Beast Wars, but it does look really good. And yeah, they're cool. It was. I feel like these are, and it makes sense now. I know why I won't collect them because it reminds me of the Action Masters. Like, we're not going to transform anymore. Like, that made me stop collecting Transformers, and I hated it as a kid. So I'm not going to start collecting something that I hated as a kid now. But they look great. Don't get me wrong. They look great.
So a little bit of pushback on that. I don't think that's what these are. These are more.
No, I'm saying for me, like looking,
Okay.
they look like action figures. No, they look like action figures.
Foregoing transformation for better articulation and accessories, even though they don't come with that much accessories, compared to some Masterpiece figures. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Third-party Masterpiece. But and I get that. If you don't care if it transforms or not, these are perfect. If you just want a representation of Primal on your shelf, this is much better than that red line. It's probably more expensive as well, but I do think this looks great. I love the spring-loaded gimmicks. I like that he has the toy head instead of he doesn't have the mouth. I always preferred that because that's what I had as a kid, is a toy. Yeah, so I think this looks really good. I love the articulation in the chest as well.
They look great,
Yeah.
But I think I just solved the reason I'm not going to collect non-transforming figures is because this is what made me get out of collecting Transformers in the first place.
Besides blockies.
It's that damn Sinistar Alpha's fault.
Let's get into some pre-orders. We got Breakaway and Star Eagle, which I think could be one of the worst names. That sounds like a Brave figure that I would expect to be like a big ship or something. Not an actual eagle. But either which way, you go pre-order them on Walmart. They're both available. They're the typical deluxe price of $28.
I am getting the soccer ball.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're going to be here in a few months. So, yeah. So I will be picking up the soccer ball and putting it with my football helmets.
Yeah. I would pick up the Star Eagle if I didn't have the oversized KO. That was Blue Bolt.
Yeah.
But since I have that one, it's bigger. It has the Skywarp head, which I prefer versus Air-Razor. I'm good with that one. I don't need that. I just wanted a Blue Bolt in my collection, and that came out 4 years ago. Oh my god.
Was it
that was before the channel started.
I remember when you got it, because I was like, I was thinking about getting it.
It was cheap. It was like $30. It's as expensive as this is now.
Yeah.
But I was a little sketchy because I had to just PayPal the guy directly. It wasn't through a store, and it was weird. Anyways, so I'm good. I'm good with that. I do think that it's a decent remold. I just wish they put the extra effort for America's 250th to give it an actual eagle head and not a falcon head.
Got it. I'm sticking with the soccer ball.
The soccer ball looks good too. I thought this pose was actually very, very cool.
Yeah, it would, after you score, you just turn around and it's like, yeah.
Exactly. Next up, we have Auldey, Ultra Magnus, SG Ultra Magnus, and Shockwave.
I meant to say damn them too. Yolo Park. 3-0 and Auldey.
We've said it before. I think these guys are doing the best.
Yeah.
Price for figure, I think these are like $30 a figure. They're smaller, but they pack in all the detail that you want. All the posability. I think some of these are more posable than Yolo Park. So this is where I would be going if I was to get non-transforming figures.
Ditto.
They just look fantastic.
Yeah. I hate them too. They just freaking make me want to spend my money, and they look great. And I really like the Shatterglass Magnus. That looks so good.
It really does.
It looks so good. Shockwave, I did
Shockwave.
Yeah, I didn't realize, since I wasn't a comic guy, how iconic that pose is to Shockwave until like over the last maybe year or two.
Yeah, that is the Shockwave piece of media. That's how I knew Shockwave. Yeah.
And I knew him behind a terminal, basically, or in front of a terminal. So yeah, the regular Ultra Magnus looks good as well. It's just standing next to the Shatterglass, it just looks like wow.
Yeah, it's standard. Not much to talk about, but that Shattered Glass, I love that one.
Gosh.
Oh. Maybe Fanstoys will do a repaint. Not gonna happen. That would be very fun. Maybe there'll be a KO like the Cyclonus. I'll be totally down for that.
I would bought. Yeah,
you'd probably buy 2 at this point. You wish you bought 2 of the Cyclonuses, you'd probably buy 2 of this one.
I do. I do want another Cyclonus. Just gosh, I should have did it.
Next up, Akai Studio has a whole bunch of stuff. First, we have a Prowl Head. It looks kind of interesting in these colors, and I kind of like it.
I don't like the facial expression, but I do like he's just kind of like. It doesn't say proud of me, but I guess if you had a hole in your chest, maybe so. But yeah, it looks good though. Still looks good.
Quintessa Prime. I don't remember the name. Excuse me. Quintus Prime. I was wrong both times. I don't know what's going on here, but I think it's accurate and it looks nice for what it's supposed to look like.
It took me a minute to figure out what was going on. I was like, is that 2 sets of eyes, or no, 3 sets of eyes? And then I was like, oh, it's a crown, and then like the bigger eyes at the bottom, and then the crown just has some holes. I was just like, okay, in color, this might look really good.
Yeah,
I actually really like the head on that.
It looks very alien, which I do like.
Yeah, it gives me that Independence Day alien.
Yeah, exactly. And for the god or the birth, the parent of the quintessence, it would make sense.
Yeah,
to be super alien to us humans. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is really cool.
They're also doing hands for Star Convoy.
Cool, I think. Yeah. I don't know.
At least they're posable.
Yeah, I don't know what the hands. I'm assuming they were just a fist, but I don't know.
I think they hinged out, but I could be wrong.
Okay, so yeah, cool. Gives you some options there.
Let's talk about BoardCon. This is a big boy.
Yeah, because Phoenix looking up to him.
I mean, he's going toe to toe with Trypticon.
Yeah,
Trypticon's just a head taller than him.
Yeah, it's happening. Yes, give me. Come on, hurry up.
And you said he didn't have an ab crunch, but he totally does.
Was it me? I thought you said it didn't have an ab.
No, you said it doesn't look like it has an ab crunch. And I agreed with you because I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I don't know now. And look at it next to that Fanstoys Superion. Isn't that crazy? That's the Legend Superion. I'm just joking with you.
That doesn't look like Fanstoys. I was like, I know I have the Liberation kit on mine, but I was just like,
made you think. Yeah, so I think it actually scales pretty well with Legends. I don't know how big Broadside's supposed to be. I always thought it was kind of stupid how big he was, but then the other triple changers were small. But then you have like other characters like Megatron, who should be this tiny, but he's bigger than most of the characters. So I'm like, why couldn't he just phase shift down? But whatever, floats your boat. But I will say the waist posed like this looks a little crazy. But at least it could do it. That's really cool.
Yeah, got that. Well, the thing that's really cool about this, if you look at both of his alt modes, they're not like they're like, they look like they're basically, somehow you scoot the legs up, you tuck the arms in, and you flip something out. I'm not saying this is a transformation, but in essence, that's what it kind of looks like for the jet. And then even in the ship, it's kind of like he lay him flat and some stuff comes on top of him. So
you
for him to
flip the jet over, put the wings up, flip the thing, boom. That's it. Yeah.
It doesn't. You wouldn't think he would be that articulated with all. So they went the extra mile, I think, to give him all the posing and capabilities, because you would think he's just a board.
I'm going to actually say that lent to them making him so articulated, because if it's easy, you can put more joints in without having to worry about if this flap is going to get in the way.
Right.
So I think that's really cool. They did a great job. I think these alt modes look fantastic. I love the little power glide on them. I'm assuming that's Dr. Wu. Maybe New Age. I don't know my Legends figures, but I think that looks great. I think the Superion might be a little too big for him. The power glide's a little too big for it if you're going to talk about realistic size. But I do think these look really cool. I'm interested in a price. This is my favorite triple changer. I don't think I'm going to buy it just because it's too big for me. Autobot triple changer.
Oh, okay.
Autobot triple changer. Out of the 3 Autobots, this one's my favorite. Always has been. But I do think they're doing a great job.
The landing gear in the front landing gear looks so detailed. Like, I'm just looking at things on this. I like it. It's not my favorite. It's probably my least favorite of the triple changers, of the Autobot triple changers. So this is making me like it a little bit more. So I'm very interested, and I'm not going to say I'll get some small jets to be on it, but that might be kind of cool to have some Legend jets to be on.
Yeah, if there's like a cheap Superion set that you get just for alt mode or something like that.
Yeah.
I think they're doing a great job. So maybe if they do a toy deco, I'll be more interested with like the legs, with all the blues and the yellows and stuff in the lake. I really like that.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Next up, we have another big boy, and we have Calatrava, I think it is. Calatrava, something like that. There you go. And I don't remember if we looked at this on the third-party thing. I don't think we did. We looked at the box on the normal news. I think this looks really good. I think they did a good job. This looks like the best one in bot mode yet. It still has a backpack, but straight on, you don't see it. And I'm okay with that. From the side, you start seeing holes, but, like you said, long haul, it's okay if he's a little bulkier. That just kind of makes sense. My only complaint is with the character design. I don't like the big wide eyes. He looks like he's like a toddler or something like that. But I know it's accurate, so I'm not going to complain too much. I really do like how the wheels store in the legs. I don't know why. I just think it looks neat from the back. So yeah, good job.
I agree with pretty much everything you said. I did see the visor, and like it just looks like it's shaped instead. Like normally, the visor is just kind of a little curved. It does look like there's more to it. It's probably reflections that's making it look like there's actually like a point almost to the front. Like
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But I completely agree. This looks like it's going to be the best Constructicon that Fanstoys has come out with. I expected a backpack on this one. I did not expect the backpacks on all the others. And what's crazy is this backpack looks like the most. It looks the smallest. It looks like the most well-defined, and I expected him to have the biggest.
Yeah, and the proportions are correct. I feel like with the Scrapper and Scavenger, and those are the only two they released so far, correct?
No, there's a Hook as well.
But you don't have him yet, so that's why I'm not thinking that he was released. Okay. Maybe in the halls, you have to see. Either which way, I think the proportions on this are much more in line with what it looked like. Their Scrapper looked off in bot mode. Their Scavenger looked off. Hook looked much better, even if we didn't like the feed. If you like him, whatever, it's accurate. Mm-hmm. And I think this one is the most accurate so far.
This one, I like this one the best so far.
Completely
just looking at it, looking straight on, I think this one's the best.
Size comparison, it's the same size as the others. Big, looks nice.
Yeah, it looks. And I did watch the video that they put out on this, which is the AI they did of him drifting in the city. I was like, what are we doing here? I mean, like, he was really drifting like a lot. So I was just like, okay, I don't get this aspect of it, but everything else about it was kind of cool. So yeah, I'm excited about this one, actually.
The alt mode looks nice too. It looks like it cleans up well. It doesn't have any depth to the dump truck portion. I don't know what that's called. The bed, I guess. But I think it looks very nice.
So just because I actually have my XTB one right here, and I'm like, again, we'll do more of this when we continue the Devastator Wars. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how these two compare to each other.
Yeah. I can see that one has more of a bed to it, but I think it looks good for what it's trying to be.
Yeah, this one definitely has a bigger bed, but yeah, I'm very interested.
And then they also showed off Gargantus, or whatever they're going to call it. Gargantus, yeah, it's throwing me off. And I think it looks nice. What do you think?
It does look nice. And I want to see it more, because on the video they showed it. The chest piece looked like it was down a little bit, which kind of threw me off. I felt like, I was like, pull your bra up a little bit, I want to see it, maybe more or whatever. It just looked like it, it could be completely correct. I want to go look at my others and see, but it just looked like it was hanging down just a little bit. Otherwise, if that is accurate, cool. If it's not accurate, still cool. It still looks like a great figure combined.
Yeah, I agree. Since you talked about some negatives, I don't like the hinges on the breastplate.
Didn't like that either.
Right here, like the closest.
You can tell it folded.
Yeah. I'm sure that's you can't avoid it, but I wouldn't like that. But what I really like, I don't know if it transforms like this, is the angles in like the ab area. I think that is very cool, and I don't think that's something we've seen with the other ones. So I really do like that. And here it is from another angle. Still think it looks good. I think that head looks phenomenal too. You don't see the circle around the face as much in these, so I'm happy to see that. But this is where I have a problem. It's that purple hole in the center. At least it's not just empty, but I'm like, seriously? When I was drawing this for the print, he does not have that in the model. I know for a fact there's no purple hole right in the chest. So I don't like that. And I'm going to call it out, just like I called it out with Hasbro. They should have at least painted that green right there. Even if it messed up Hook, it'll be a little bit on Hook, and it would save the combined mode. Because this just looks bad.
Well, see, this is the part where, like I was saying, I was like, is the chest piece down a little bit? Does it look like it needs to go up a little bit higher? And I'm more so talking about the centerpiece, not necessarily where the wings look like they're
in the right place.
In the right place a little bit, but the chest piece, it just looks like it's down. It looks like it starts here.
Because from what I saw when I was doing that like circular portion, which is purple on a lot of the stuff, not green, that's on the top, is usually like right below his chin.
Right.
So that's a lot of space in between there. And maybe Hook's mistransformed. I don't think it is. I didn't see that previously. But yeah, I don't like that, but I definitely see what you're seeing with the chest piece having to go up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that on Hook.
Yeah, so let us know what you think down below. Does this sway you to pick this one up versus the other ones? A lot of people are liking the MMC ones. A lot of people are liking the bot and alt modes of X-Transbots one. This one, there's a lot of people liking it too. So let us know what you think down below.
Yeah, and shout out to Jonathan, Prime Dynamics from TF Marauders, and the conversation we were having at TFCon about Devastators. So
there you go. Let's keep the Devastator train rolling. Magic Square Mecha Invasion showed off this new image with the yellow Devastator with their add-on kit, and I just put the green one in as a reference. We already looked at the alt mode, so we're not talking about that. So yeah, it's still in production. It needs a different head. It's very lanky because it's not supposed to look like this. I still think the original is just better because it's different, but maybe you don't want a different Devastator and you want this. It is cool that all the extra pieces turn into a 7th vehicle. I think that is very neat, but I probably won't be picking this up just because I like the original.
I love that they did this, and have you ever known somebody that maybe somebody got into a fight or something like that, and then the person who lost, their friend might say, oh, that wouldn't have been me, that wouldn't have happened to me. To me, this answers that question for all the people who said, oh, I'm not getting it because it doesn't work. It's not my Devastator. It doesn't transform. The limbs aren't in the way they're supposed to be. Boom. Now it is. Shut up.
Yeah, and it also brings it much closer to MP scale.
Yes.
Just, I know how big those arm bots are, just out. Mm-hmm. So doubling their size with the extra limbs, this is a big boy after all this.
And I'll tell you a story about it wouldn't be me after we pause.
Well, let's keep it going. And we got a reissue of DX9 Tyrant. Very old figure, but I do think it still holds up, especially considering the X-Transbots one and how that just crumbles. I guess this has movable treads, TM Review said in this post, which is actually very cool. I didn't know that. But you can see its age. So I think it's still a good looking figure. If this one is much cheaper, I don't know the price. I'd say this is a very good contender, but there's better options if you want an MP scaled Galvatron in 2026.
I like this one. When I was looking for my my first MP Galvatron, it was between this and Fanstoys, and I was still fairly new into the third party figures, and I opted to go with the Fanstoys, and I like the Sovereign 1.0, and I ended up going back and getting this, and I was like, this isn't a bad figure.
No.
The transformation is really clean, and I like having this in my collection as well.
Yeah, I think it looks nice. Next up, another reissue, I believe. We have the Zeta Toys Spacetron, the Atomy Park. He has them up in his store, and this is the metallic version. This is still lanky, like Hasbro's attempt, because that's what everybody's going to compare these to. But I think it cleans up a lot better, so you kind of forgive it. And then it's metallic, which is nice as well. But it does not look G1 like at all, at least in this mode. So yeah, I think it's nice. Pick it up if you want it. What's funny is I saw, we've talked about it, that one, what was the one that you said, Chiga. That one was like $70 when we first started talking about Astrotrain, and now it's at like $120 because people are buying that instead of Hasbro, which I think is hilarious. But that's just my cynical side. Back to this figure. I think it looks cool. I like the alternate head. Pick it up if you want it.
I was looking at this a couple of years ago, and I think I even had a pre-order in for a metallic one, and it just never came out. If it's not ridiculously priced because of that, what you just said with the Hasbro, I'll probably pick it up, because I would think it was like $60 or something like that when I was looking for it. I was just like, okay, yeah, it's not my Astrotrain, but it's another train bot, you know.
Well, and I don't know what the alt modes look like, but it could be a different version of Astrotrain in the other mode or whatever. Yeah,
but yeah, I like Chiga. If I was going to get either the new Hasbro or Chiga, I would go with Chiga, and I think it does what it's supposed to do. It cleans up pretty well. Yeah, but yeah, at 120, that's crazy. That is hilarious.
Yeah. Let's keep it going, and we got Kingtoids Emprex.
I saw the video on this.
I did not watch the video. I just took some screen grabs. How does it transform?
They didn't show it transform. They just showed like the bot mode. They showed the alt mode, and they showed this combined mode. They showed that it comes with a little mini figure, which at TFCon we did see. And shout out to Jason and Mo from TFCon, who were putting them together, and she loved the little figures and was just like, I want to get this just because they come with these little figures. I'm mad that the Masterpiece versions don't come with the little blocky type figures. They look so cute, and I don't know why they wouldn't do that. But anyways, I digress. This looked interesting. Like, not like the interesting like I'm gonna get it. Interesting like I'm trying to figure out what you're doing. Okay, I can kind of see it. Not really a fan. I'm hoping that the Masterpiece version is better. I don't think it's going to be, but it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. As not Grimlock, like, you know, when you were texting, cool with it. The gold looks interesting. I kind of like the spikes in the chest, the chest shield. That's kind of cool. Mm-hmm. But if I would not pick this up to be Grimlock in my collection.
Definitely not Grimlock. Yes, as you said, or as we were talking about, like some Dinobots that were created to go against the Autobots by the Decepticons. We had a whole story that we were texting back and forth, and I'm good with
that. Created them, yeah.
So I'm good with that aspect as well. It just looks like it looks like a mad dog.
I see it.
You know,
now that would be an interesting transformer.
Yeah, it looks like a mad crazed dog, but I love the teeth on the chest. The red, you know, it looks like spikes.
Yeah.
Teeth on the chest. That looks dope, but I don't know. It's just not doing it for me.
I agree. Let's get on to a better one. We've got Craftsman toys, and this looks so much better. So much better. We already saw that they also showed off the swoop and bot mode. We already looked at that picture. If you don't remember, that's why it's not here. But I don't want to be in on another Volcanicus, but this looks really good. I think Malik's going to get the swoop.
That flame chest is
so cool.
Calling my name.
It's so unique and different, and I love it.
I mean, it like when I was going through my phone and my daughter called me and I looked away, and then I guess I scrolled up and I was like, huh? you know, I was like, you're calling me, you know, like, it looks so cool. And the swoop looks different than what I have in my collection so far from what we're seeing here. So, yeah.
But not like so outlandish,
right.
like the Kingtoids one.
Right.
You could tell it's like bingo toys with the straight.
Yes.
It's obviously who it's supposed to be, but it's just tweaked to make it its own thing. So I think these look really good. The Grimlock, I want to see more in color, but the Swoop is a hit for sure.
Yeah, they freaking flames. The stupidest thing gets me.
That's for sure. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll see more soon.
Yes.
Next we have Bobby's next flaming figures, because both of them are going to have flames on them. Road Rage and what's the
Loud Pedal?
There you go. They both look very good. These are obviously not production samples, but yeah, they look good.
Yeah, I saw these and I was like, damn it, I didn't love this figure. It was okay. Yep. Here comes 2 more bots.
Yep. Well, 1 bot and 1 con. With that, we'll be right back with just recently released. As I said, we're only going into recently released because I couldn't find anything incoming. So stay tuned for the next episode to talk more about that.
Excuse me.
But first, we have 86 Sunstreaker. I believe this is out. I could be wrong. I see people with it in hand. Hasbro doesn't have a good way of seeing if things are out or not. But it looks pretty good. You know, I'm glad they didn't do the Astrotrain thing and make a new mold that just does not look good. I think this mold still looks pretty decent. While I don't think it's perfect, I think they did, a pretty good job. I like him with all of the blasters on him. I think that's pretty interesting looking. It's just for fun. And then he fits right in with the rest of the Chug crew. So I think this one's pretty good.
Yeah, I did jump on picking this up. So I'm happy about that. Got it for a good price as well, which is really, really cool. So yeah, I'm digging this.
Yeah. Next, Triggerman is going live in Asia. We are a little late, but that's when we record. So go ahead and pick it up if you're in Asia, if it hasn't sold out already, and let us know what you think about it.
I absolutely love that date. So
I wonder why.
Happy birthday late to me. Yes. No, so it was really cool when I saw this. I was like, oh wait. I saw.
You're not talking to me. Dang it.
You're not talking to me. Okay, my bad. Okay.
They're not going to send me a second one for free.
Yeah, I mean, hello? Is something coming? I'll go. I want to go to Beijing, you know.
Where's my ticket?
Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, really cool. I have to open my figure. We were able to, handle
right back there.
Yeah, it's behind me. But I did get a chance to mess with it on the review and stuff, and so yeah, I like what they did with the wings and stuff. So glad that they're done with the set. Be anxious. I'm anxious to get them on the show, Chosen Prime on the show, so we can talk about the set and what's next.
Yep. Now we have a lot of pictures of Robot Kibble's display. I forget which convention this is. I believe it's in Australia, correct?
Yeah, it's in Sydney.
Sydney, there you go. I don't remember which one it actually is, but let's just talk about them. He's doing some awesome Computron figures. Yeah.
I want these. Here's somebody else I want to grab and shake. So cool.
Yeah.
So cool. And the Omnibot, help me.
I know. I want to see more on that figure.
Help me. And
there's Scattershot back there that looks really good as well. There's a Drift in the front. I wonder if that transforms. I don't think these ones transform.
I don't think these ones do.
They still look phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then there's this one, which I did not realize was him when we talked about this like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah,
This is the one I would want. It's so out there, at least to me. I don't know the character. And it's so cool. So kudos. I think all of these are fantastic. And yeah. These look great.
I would have loved to be there. I would have been in trouble. I want them all. You know, like they just look good. Anybody who was there, you know, let us know. I know we have some viewers that are in Australia, in Sydney, and whatever. That's really, really cool. I mean, what's really like all the different lines, like, you know, there's so many different characters. Like, you know, you see a Warpath and a Sideswipe and a Sunstreaker. Then you see some like Technobots and, you know, some Omnibots or Omnibot rather. And, you know, it's just like, I didn't even see the smoke screen over there.
I was just about to point him out. I didn't see that either. Yeah.
You know, so it's just like there's little tabs on all these different figures, and I wonder if they're like, you know, his favorite characters and that's what he worked on or what. But yeah, these are so freaking cool. They look so good.
I have to agree. And I will say, from this picture, not up close or whatever, this looks official. Maybe third party, not Hasbro, but whatever. It is so clean, though, that this looks like an official release. Kudos. Reach out to us. We'd love to pick your brain on an interview or something.
Yeah, I have been talking to him. So
there you go.
So I know this was a big event that he was planning for. This took place last Saturday. So we're lining up the interviews. There's a lot of interesting people out there that we want to bring on the show, and so Robot Kibble is one, definitely.
Yes, so stay tuned for that. And that is everything. Let us know what you think of the Devastator, the Broadside, the Nemesis Prime kit. There's a lot. So, and we'll see you guys in the next one. And members, we'll see you soon.
Yes, so 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific on Sunday, the 22nd, is it? Whatever.
You're correct, 22nd. Yeah.
Members only. Again, a Seeker and above. Looking forward to seeing you and hanging out. As always, till all debates are won. We will see you all soon. Later.